Well, everyone, here's another video about this awesome controller by smbaker.com and also Maker Matrix, where they sell kits where you can buy the individual pieces and build your own. You can buy the parts individually and solder them on, whatever you want to do, or you can get a complete controller. They are kind of pricey, but hey, it's a great alternative to the 5200 until we get another controller out by Aladdin Controllers, the Super 52. I'm really enjoying using this controller. I've been using it quite a bit on my 5200. And Maker Matrix did send me a replacement button for my pause right here. Really great customer service. I can't say enough about Maker Matrix. No questions asked. They mailed me out some more switches, more buttons. All I needed was just the one black button, but they went ahead and sent me a set of full color buttons as well. And I got to looking at them, I was like, huh, I should have got those to begin with because I like them a lot better. So of course I have red for my fire. And of course, to match the color scheme, the color coding of a 5200 controller, green is for start. So here's my start button over here, it's green. Yellow's for pause, so I got my little yellow button right there for pause. Red is for reset. So I got this color coded now so I know which button does what. Pretty cool. Now in my last video, you saw I used a extension cable. I picked it up off eBay. I didn't realize there were differences in these cables, and as you notice, I had problems putting it in. And quite a few people made the comment, why can't you just remove these little bolts right here? Yeah, I could have done that. I wasn't thinking about it at the time. I just wanted to get the thing modified so I can play around with this controller. But anyway, I learned from Maker Matrix that the actual cable that you're supposed to use comes from Console 5. I love Console 5. I get a lot of stuff from them. They always send me these neat little gumballs every time I order something from them. This extension cable has a much different end. It's much thinner than the other one I was using. So it directly plugs in without any modification into the controller. No problem. There we go. Awesome. So there we go. Now you can also get this cable from Maker Matrix as well. So if Console 5 is out of them, go to Maker Matrix and get the cable. Matter of fact, I'd go to Maker Matrix and order the cable anyway, just to show them some more support. They also have a Facebook page, which I'll put down below. Really great company. I'm pretty impressed with them. Now, I've also had a few requests on trying this controller out on some analog games. Since this is an analog stick, I've had people ask me, well, how does it play with Missile Command? How does it play with Centipede? Some of these other games on there. It works, but it's kind of hard to control because with this auto centering here, you get like a little resistance, and it's hard to make fine movements because it feels like it wants to pull you over when you get to the center. It does work, but not too well. Think of this as a digital stick, full on, off, full on, off, that kind of thing. Like you would use with a master play in an Atari joystick. Just think of that like that. It will work in analog mode, but it's best to think of it as a digital stick. Now, if you really want to play Centipede and Missile Command correctly, you need to get one of these. A trackball. Highly recommend the trackball for the Atari 5200. It makes playing all the analog stick games a lot of fun. It gives you the true arcade feel. So, get that out of the way. So, okay. Let's go ahead and try a couple games out so I can show what the thumbstick does, like in Missile Command, because I know I'll get questions for it. Why didn't you show Missile Command with a thumbstick? I'll go ahead and do that real quick. I'm also going to request from my buddy RK to try Defender out with this controller to see how it works out. So I'll give that game a try as well. So let's hook up the 5200, plug in this controller, and give those games a try. All right. Got the old Atari Max in, so let's pick a ROM. We'll try out Missile Command first. Okay, Missile Command. Let's space on down here. Missile Command, Missile Command. Right there. Okay. Load the RAM. Hit the start. Now watch. You'll see what I'm talking about. If I move it really slow, I can control it somewhat, but it moves around quite a bit. The auto centering really is hard to try to compensate for, so it's not really good for playing analog joystick games. You're best to use the trackball to play this game, or rebuild an original Atari 5200 stick and use it to play this game. I would only use this controller like for Pac-Man, games that you don't have to require analog input to play. But I am kind of making do with it. Oh, got away from me. See, it makes it a little bit hard to play. So let's try another game that uses the analog input. We'll do Centipede. I think I had a few people ask me to do Centipede as well. So we'll go to Centipede. Centipede, right there. Boop. Now this one seems to control a little bit better, but still it requires a trackball to really get the good experience with this thing. I mean, I can play it somewhat, but this game really shines with the trackball. Awesome. Whoa, missed me. Oh, spider got me. So now let's try Defender. The game that Arcade wanted me to try with this controller. I suspect it's going to control just fine. Defender, I'm your defender. Oh, your defender. Okay, here we go. Doop, boop. Oh yeah, we'll do easy. Because I can't play games with dying. Here we go. Yeah, just like I thought. It plays perfectly fine with this controller. Which is awesome. I love Defender on the 5200. I mean, when RK and I talked with Steve Baker, who programmed this game for the 5200 and also the Atari 8-bit, learned a lot of neat stuff, a lot of neat background on the game. This is a really fun game on the 5200, and I died. You scum! Don't take my little critters. Oh, don't shoot the critters either, you dummy. Smart bomb, you died. Oh, try to take my astronaut. My astronaut. Oh, don't shoot the guy. Oh, no, he's always falling. Catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him. Yes. No, come back, come back. Oop, yes. Dude, quit taking my little guys. Oh, and I died. Cool. Okay, just for the heck of it, we're going to play Pac-Man with this. Okay, I finally found a Pac-Man ROM that works on my multi-card. Okay, here we go. We'll see how it does. Not bad. I used to play this game for hours on my Atari 800 XL. Loved this game on the Atari 800. And Atari did a really good, smart thing by packaging this game with the 5200. I know a lot of systems sold just because it had Pac-Man in the package. What a great idea. I mean, it's the second time in a row that they've come up with a good idea for a pack-in game. When they did the Space Invaders pack-in for the 2600, that made those systems just fly off the shelves as well. So, pretty happy that they did do that for the 5200, even though I didn't buy one back then. Oh, oops. Oh, I got caught. I gotta finish the one maze at least. Let's go this way. I just want to finish the maze. Chomp the ghost. Chomp. Chomp. Whoop. See if I chomp him. There we go. Chomp. Chomp. And boop. Awesome. Pretty cool. Hit the reset. So there we go. I highly recommend this controller. It's actually really good for the 5200. Not bad at all. Anyway, thanks for watching.